Hello! If your life goes sideways, and not meaning landscape or portrait, but really sideways in a direction you did either not anticipate or you really could not dislike more, you should always have a quick look on the origins of what just happened. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Oliver. I'm a volunteering firefighter, paramedic. I'm running 4 KFCs and restaurants in Switzerland. Drive a lot of trains, and I'm a YouTuber. And I do some other things, but that's for next time. So if your life goes sideways, let me give you a few examples on this, what I'm talking about. If you're coming late to work because you basically missed your train, because you got up late, so far it's an easy call. Whose fault that is? You didn't get up in time. If you, on the other hand, come late to work because your train is late, now it comes to a more difficult question. With the knowledge you have right now, being late at work, would you use a different train? Probably you would. Now it comes to the second question. If this train comes every few minutes, there is no real harm on one side to decide to take a train earlier and be early at work for like 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes, whatever the one train earlier is going to be. If you live in Switzerland, trains usually are on time. And then you have to make, or you already made a decision to take the risk to be late at work if the train's going to be late for a couple of minutes. Then do not mourn, do not complain. It was your decision. But many times I hear it from workers that they say like, yeah, the train was late, it's not my fault. It is, it's your decision. And even I sometimes fall into this trap. And when I was younger, that was not a trap, that was my home. That was basically my home excuse for almost everything happening. That I blamed whatever was being part of that whole thing and said like that's the reason. But usually the reason was me. I give you deeper examples. When you have stuff in your private life like waking up, etc. I mean, we can always say we didn't hear the alarm, but the alarm was ringing, so it's not our fault. But yeah, that's our fault. Get another alarm clock. And there are alarm clocks out there out of grandmother's times where I am almost certain you will hear them if you were sleeping normal hours. Those things with the big bell on top, or the 2 bells, I mean, if you don't hear those, please go to the doctor. You have a severe problem. But usually you would hear those. And I think it was Jocko Willink who said, if you don't have 3 alarm clocks, and he got this idea from one of his commanders in the past, if you don't have to have 3 alarm clocks, one mechanical one separate digital one, plus something else, you basically, you are set up to fail. And that can be one really important game changer for you to say, okay, let's get a mechanical alarm. And if you say like, yeah, but I cannot use that because friends or family or whatever. Now it comes to the conclusion. Do you not hear your alarm, or do you hear it and snooze and ignore it? Because that will be a different story. If you don't hear your alarm, go back to plan A. Go for the big bell. And that should help you already. Or connect your alarm clock to a hi-fi device where you can turn up the music in a crazy way. And then we can go back. Let's start with one day earlier. When did you go to bed? How much do you sleep? How much time do you give your body to sleep? How many times you stay awake in bed and read some stuff all the way through the night? How many TikTok videos you watched last night, etc. And also there's help. I mean, you can say I didn't see the time, I mean, for a certain amount of occasions that's totally okay. or please set up the child protection functions of your phone and limit the use of certain apps for certain times. And you're already a little better set up for the future. And these are just examples on going to work, getting up, getting to bed. And this goes on and on and on. I mean, you can have that in complaint management when you, in a simple fact, I give you an example what I had. I went to the post office and I had an envelope with me and there was stains on the envelope. They looked greasy, but they were completely dry. They were from back in the days, whatever. So the lady at the post office in Altstetten was basically telling me, hey, I cannot accept that, it's maybe oily. And I told her, no, it's not oily. Yeah, but she's like, no, I'm not sure, and that's why I cannot accept this envelope. And I was so mad at her. I was like, God, you know what? I go and I just left. And I was thinking I will put it just in the mailbox and no one can stop me. But whose fault is it? Whose fault is the reaction of the lady? I mean, if I apply for a job and my envelope is next to one which is greasy, I would have liked the post lady to do something about it? Yes. Will she always be available to do something about it? No, because she's not in the mailbox. But if she can do something about it, I would love her to do something about it. And in this case, she was totally right. What did I do? So I called my boss, because he's also a friend of mine, and I explained it to him. I called my fiancée, explained to her that I did a mistake. I went to the post office and I apologized to the lady. Did it hurt me? No, it just hurt till the moment when I apologized, till then basically. But she was happy, I was happy, her colleague was happy. And take the responsibility for whatever you're doing and look back on where's the origin of a mishap. And if you then realize, ooh, there was something I could have done in between, focus on the change, not focus on the reaction. And that makes your life a lot easier. You feel more empowered, and I think the world will be a better place. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you enjoy content like this and you want to hear more, leave a subscription. And take a look at one of my next videos, which will be posted to the left and right after this one. Thank you so much, and see you next time.